Good morning, guys. The sun is coming up, but those trees are still holding La Luna. The birds are chirping. We've got the full snow moon in Virgo. Let's go inside and receive our messages, everyone. Hey guys, welcome to Inside Now. We're inside. It was a little chilly out there this morning, but it's beautiful. You know, when it was minus 50 here, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really want to go outside, and that's Celsius, but it's nice to be out there this morning with you all. Now, I've received some visions. We've been discussing the phoenix rising from the ashes. Card's poking me. Let's find out what it is in a minute. The phoenix rising from the ashes. And the channeled message was last time we were turning to the ashes. Or we've been speaking about this recently. Turning to the ashes first, and then we're going to rise from the ashes, right? Well, they showed me a vision of myself turning into ashes. And through the ashes was the crab on the moon card, and the crab was pushing through its skin, you know, its layer, its shell, and pushed through and expanded and grew. And then the crab molted from its shell and turned into the phoenix and flew away. Second vision was from the earth. It was very dark, and they showed me a diamond rising from the earth. And as the diamond rose, a hand grabbed it, and it turned into a wand. This means something. We're going to find out what right now. And my visions usually come in threes, so there's going to be another one. And we'll see what that is. Stay tuned. Now, let's get these cards charging over here, and let's see what this is. Well, look at that, the King of Wands. Now, I'm not surprised to see him here because there's actually channel messages. There's two parts going on right now. We're working on part 1 and part 2, and in part 2, channel messages right here, we're meeting up with the King of Wands. No, maybe it's here. Maybe it's in this part. The message is the Empress, the feminine, Venus, love, creation, birthing, expanding through the earth, through the seven, through some sort of investment. But this investment is equal. It's of equality. It's not of hierarchy. It's connected to the Two of Cups. It's also connected to the Ace of Swords and working with spirit. And remember, the Ace of Swords is negative and positively charged. That is also key. And this is a peregrine falcon. The peregrine falcon is the fastest animal on the earth and also hunts with precision. These animals are spectacular. And this Ace of Swords is helping to make sense of the Nine of Wands and where do we add the positive charge. And as it carries the negative with it, we're going to see the negative, we're going to see the positive, we're going to understand. And then something shifts through the earth here, and it is with the feminine. It is with her, and it's thanks to the Empress. And this restores balance, and this is working with our ancients. We all know of those. Activating the Queen of Pentacles, The energy of Virgo through the earth and connected to the lovers. This is helping us to heal from the dark ages, the old earth, and we're moving away from it. We're all moving away from it, guys. We're traveling together. We're moving away. And then they showed me the 8. And the 8 of Cups is connected to the Ace of Cups. Working with spirit. 8 plus 9. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. And we know that the 9 of Cups is connected to wish fulfillment. What's being illuminated of self right now, of our purpose, of our path, of our mission. And of how to create all this happiness from sadness. Because that's the gift of Pisces season. We're going to be in the flow, baby. Now, this is what activates right here. The King of Wands. And this is the end of the activation. So look, part 1 and part 2 are already mingling right now. We've got the King of Wands. So this has something to do with that vision. And we are no longer reckless. We're audacious. We're taking courageous risks. Alchemy of words, baby. We're on point. That's how I always know. Channeling is lit. Now, we have been very reckless with life. We've been very reckless with life on the planet. We've been very reckless with our patterning. We've been very reckless with how we do things. And you know, it's even like the 7 of Cups illusions. It's like, you know, something is not for your greater good, but you're still feeding from that space. You're still feeding off that impulse, and you're still giving away your energy. You're still stuck in the old. But that's not what's happening. We're being activated with patterns of self, with patterns of Christ consciousness, the masculine, the creator, to take courageous risks. But it's because we've restored balance with the feminine. And this message goes with, of course, we're going to share this now, channeled message that I had for this part 1. We're working with Father Sky. And Father Sky is helping us to cleanse our lives and restore our vitality. But this is where Father Sky meets the feminine. Working with the energy of healing here, of the feminine creating. And it has to do with shedding our old habits that hinder our truth as we renew and release. And that's what's being offered this full moon in Virgo. This is what they're showing me. This is it, guys. This is it. And what is going to help us with this transformation is understanding that we need rest in order to rejuvenate. We need rest in order to complete this transformation. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. It's like the moon is telling us, it's time, guys. It's time to do it. This has something to do from going from the 10 of Wands to the Ace of Wands. That's what's being offered in this expansion. We're going to go from the 10 to the Ace. And think about how much energy is going to be freed up there. How much vitality will be restored for us all. And it has to do with, we are the ones we've been waiting for. The clan of the wolf heart. We're being activated. We're the ones we've been waiting for. Because no good shall be withheld. No good shall be withheld. What must be, shall be. And it has to do with working with the feminine. And the feminine working with the patterns of delight. The feminine now, through this rest and rejuvenation and shedding of old habits, will be now creating with patterns of delight. And that's how we're going to go from sadness to happiness. That's how we're going to amp things up. And we remember, we came here to cleanse patterning. You know, if you want to look at it like that, and to we're moving away from the patterning, the patterns of the past. We're creating a new. And these patterns are connected to our energy, to us, to creation. So truths are being unveiled, and we're healing with the divine masculine. And this is proper use of secret knowledge. Proper use, right? And what that's allowing is the Emperor, the masculine, to organize and use logic, structure, and discipline in order to create leadership. This is what's being activated. Guys, this is lit. This is the stuff we've been waiting for, because this is going to really amp up the building of the golden ages. This is amping it up. And it has to do with all of this solar plexus healing we've been doing. And I have not forgotten about that reading, guys. We're getting there. It's just that I have really amped up my solar plexus healing, as we know. And I've been to some spaces and places that I've had to heal from. So, you know, as we meet here to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration, I still need to heal myself. And thank you all for doing just that. And I got really sick. And I had to heal and come back from that. But that's part of the mission, right? We're healing the fear of death. A lot of these new patterns we're creating for you all that meet here with me, we're facing death in order to heal the fear from it. Because the fear of death has caused mass chaos here. Mass chaos. And then it allows us to be, you know, many people to still want to be lower vibrational and be stuck in victim templates. But when we remove that fear from death and we face it head on, we face it with, you know, as we remove fear, we're changing that for the collective, and we're allowing them to feed off of templates that are going to allow us to get to where we're going. And it has to do with the vulture, the energy of the vulture spirit, okay? Accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin again. And it's connected to Crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. And for you all that are feeling it, luck and longevity bless this union. And many of us know at this point in the expansion, we're just thankful to still be going. We've healed from so much codependency. We're not like, where's my counterpart? We're just like, oh, I'm flying, I'm going, I'm doing it. Woo! Oh, my counterpart? Hello. Look, I'm flying, I'm doing it. You know, like, we're not like, where you been? Come here, we gotta fly. No, it's not like that, guys. It's not like that. Okay, now we're really going to expand off this now. It's a lot of channeled information. It all just jumbled into one. So you know what? We're going to do we're going to keep going with how it's going here. We're dancing. We're dancing today. And what this has to do, they've showed me as an achievement through the earth of understanding our responsibility. And look, now that makes complete sense. Thank you to the Patch Tarot. We're understanding our responsibility through the earth. We've got an achievement. We've graduated. And that was the third vision. Bam, it just hit me. I had a vision of the other day we all graduated. And we were flying away. We were phoenixes. There it is. There it is. There's a whole thing. And this has to do, we graduated from understanding the sword. Guys, we understand the positive and the negative and how they work together. And that is understanding how the masculine and feminine work together. Where is that beautiful peregrine falcon? There it is. There it all is. All right, but you know, I want to still, so here's our main energy right here. I still want to see though what the moon deck has to say. The moon oracle. I love this. Let the phases of the moon guide your life. What the heck was that? Demeter, there, look, I swear, it's Virgo right there. We have a red goddess. Principles and wedding. These cards are magical, guys. When they speak, they speak. They literally just fell into my lap, right? Well, there it is. And what's it connected to? Of course, we had a revision of working with healing with the element of air. We took a dive in order to raise our vibration. It's all on point. What was this? The black moon. We had a revision. So precipice is here, and that's where we take a fall in order to raise our vibration and understand something. And of course, Guru is here. This is it. This is what is being activated in Pisces season. Become our own guru, because we've done solar plexus healing. We've done sacral chakra healing. There's a recalibration to the root and the earth star here. And of course, when we do all this lower work with the negative, with the lower chakras, there's a recalibration to the upper chakras and working with the positive, the masculine, our heart, our throat, our third eye and our crown, and the soul star and beyond. And it's working with our confidence, because the two paths have turned to one. Both paths are leading in the same direction, and it has to do with fulfillment. That's what the water energies are offering us. Fulfillment. All right. Oh, economy wants to show its face. This has to do with the economy of New Earth, which makes complete sense. We're working with the principles that are creating the economy of New Earth. And we know that this wedding card, this is healing from unions of the past. These are unions of the past that are loveless, or they're karmic. They're here to show us what's not in alignment with us. But, you know, many of this is arranged marriages, people being in unions that, you know, it's just not right. You know what's not right. That's why they're walking away. And this has to do with that 8 of Cups challenge as we create that 2 of Cups equality. Let's get our messages. Let's talk to Demeter. Red Goddess, Virgo, Earth. The motherly figure of the Red Goddess, Demeter, stands in an attitude of supplication, her arms raised to the heavens. Her cloak of red and green emulates the colors of fire and earth. Fire and earth. Guys, this is lit. We're lighting it up today, guys. We're lighting it up. Let's just not light it up literally. Entwined with her corn, her hair curls down and around her voluptuous body. Around her waist is the girdle of motherhood, which also combines fire and earth colors. From the earth beneath grow corn and poppies, both plants traditionally associated with her. The waves and water droplets below represent the washing of herself in the river. Around her, ravishment by the sea god Poseidon. Beneath the image are the symbol for the earth, sign Virgo, and the moon disk of the Red Goddess. This goddess symbolizes eternal motherhood. And she has a message, symbolizing the loss of something one holds dear or is important to you. Although eventually what has been lost will be returned, it will be conditional and not quite in the way that you expected. Concerning the question, there is some trickery involved. We're going to see through an illusion here, guys. So the truth's unveiled. Through the energy of the opposites, right? That's why we need that sword. Concerning the question, right? There's trickery. Someone will take advantage of your vulnerability. The third of the Red Goddesses, Demeter, represents maturity and preservation through the application of a systematic approach and aiming for perfection. Everything that Virgo offers us, right? Analyzing things, the search for perfection. The nature of Earth in Virgo is to make sure that the requirements of everybody are met so that things can fall into place to suit all concerned. And look, so we're already negotiating through the Earth to restore and create this harmony. It's part of the symphony of our evolution and Mother Earth's healing song, this universal expansion. So it's also connected to the month of September, will be a significant month with regard to the question. And let's look at principles. Let's just look at principles. I love it. It went straight to the page. We're on point, guys. We're following our synchronicities and signs. So as the moon squares the sun to make a 90-degree angle, a critical phase is reached and everything is held in the balance. There is a need to explore the basic principles under which you have been working in order to maintain a viable financial equilibrium. So, of course, it's connected to economy. So, the moon in Virgo. The material project you are engaged on has reached some kind of impasse. Finances are fluctuating and difficult to assess, and you need to analyze your whole mode of working. Ooh, guys, this is happening to me right now. It's happening to me. Try not to feel like in lack of. I'm trying to keep things around here not monetarily based. But feeling like my personal finances are all over the place right now. And needing to ground that. Needing to ground that somehow. And let's look at economy here. When the moon loses all of its light in an earth sign, there is a slowing down of progress on all fronts. With regard to material projects, this is not a period in which to take out new investments or engage in any kind of risk. It's a period for cutting back. The moon in Virgo. This is a time for deciding what is necessary in your expenses and what is not. A little ruthless accounting is demanded during this period. And of course, remember, this all goes back to our message. We're not going to take and then give. We're going to give and then take. And right now, we need to restore some balance here. Not take more than we need. We're restoring some balance. This has to do with going, once again, from the 10 of Wands to the Ace. And right now, it's through the 9. We're getting there through the 9. And oh, I'm seeing this right now. This and this is connected. We're going to get there by shedding our old habits that hinder our truth and release anew. And then we're just going to be doing this. And we'll have found our confidence with fire. We're working with fire and earth right now. It's been confirmed. And of course, that's going to be the negative tetrahedron of earth and the positive tetrahedron of fire. Click, click. And we have the octahedron. The shape we need. The shape we need to create. All right, guys. Where are we going? Let's get some more Patch. Let's talk to Patch. What does Patch have to say? Oh, I think I need a sip of tea. Bear with me. And when we're working with this, I just want to say, guys, we're working through the earth. This is the energy of Capricorn. Capricorn and Pisces is here along with Virgo. Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, the moon, and Virgo. Well, we're moving forward with the Chariot. We're in motion. We're relieving tension thanks to working with our ancients. And look, we got our Merkaba working. We got it working. Where are we going? Where are we going? We're going to go heal from some conflict. We're going to heal from some conflict of the mind. Remember, we're going to slow down because Virgo, we know we're just slowing down. We're looking at what's out of alignment. We're going to analyze this right now. But it's not because we're staying out of alignment. It's because we're going into alignment. And I know that, guys. I got a coffee mug, okay? And I bought it because I really wanted to heal and get into alignment. And everything is felt out of alignment my whole life. And I'm working so hard over here with you guys, right? And all of a sudden, this coffee cup broke. And they told me Nicole, you're in alignment now. And I was like, what? Yeah, you're aligning. This is how they speak. This is how the universe speaks, right? Like when I got divorced, my wedding cups smashed 2 days before. Just one of them. And then my ex-husband asked for a divorce. Okay? This is how this stuff goes down. The universe, as the universe speaks. We're going to understand something. This is working with Aquarius and Venus. We're going to heal from wrath, and we're going to heal from conflict of the mind. Because we're going to get in alignment, and we're going to analyze what's out of alignment. And we know, what does Virgo allow us to do? Heal. The earth angel. And to heal and to implement new patterning that's going everyday patterning that's going to allow us to heal and expand. And it's connected to those using those 13 spheres of knowledge to expand from the cocoon stage. And we're going to do that. And that's how we're going to get here. That's how we're going here. We're having our realizations. Everything right now is about that sword. We're activating. This is us. Our chakras are lit here. We're going to have a third eye activation that's going to blow through to the crown. And it's because now we're transmuting. That's because we've done solar plexus healing. We're working with our solar plexus right here and our sacral chakra as well as our root. We're connected to the earth star. We're connected to the soul star. We're transmuting everything we need to transmute here from the heavens to the earth through us. And it's going to allow us to, of course, be that phoenix rising from the ashes thanks to spirit. And we have a victory. We achieve it. We achieve this victory of healing from the dark ages. Where did you go? Well, this is why we were doing this in this reading. They just always know what they're doing. And we're going to New Earth. And it's confirmed. We're going there because we're going to add the positive charge with the 9 of Wands. We're going to restore balance. We have 4 wands in the dark. We've created balance. And we've laid out 4 wands in the light. We're balanced. And we have that 1 wand. It has a positive and negative charge within it. We're lit. And we're going to grow. And we're investing something in the earth that's going to allow us to heal from worry and harvest. We're going to harvest. What is it, guys? What is it? Let's find out right here. We're going here. Santa Morte Oracle. We know this is about an investment to the earth. We know this. That's why the Queen of Pentacles is here. We're working with Saturn here and Taurus. And this is connected to Taurus season. Something from now till we enter Taurus season is going to shift. And it has to do with the negotiation and this harmony we're creating through the earth. All right. Wow. There's our connection. Goddess of all the waters. No. Goddess of all the waters, lakes, seas, and sailors, as well as the goddess of beauty and fertility. She reminds us of how development and progress can only be possible if we view life as a benevolent river, a moving event, and not as something static. Look at that. I find this very interesting as, you know, this full moon is in Virgo and we want to slow down and analyze everything. But the goddess is here to show us that we're always in the flow. We're always in movement, right? So the flow expressed by love, which if understood and allowed to run, allows this goddess to bring beauty instead of lightning and storms. Beauty and adore instead of lightning and storms. The advice of the dead: do not fight against the flow of who you are. Do not fight against the flow you are in. I didn't say that for no reason. That was completely channeled. The flow you are in. A river cannot be tamed with force. You must surrender to its current and use its strength as if it were your own. This means something, guys. We're surrendering here. This means something. Let's go. What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, and there's a little ship in the corner. This just reminds me, we were manifesting, not in our last reading, but in the reading previously to that, getting closer to water so that we can understand how to be our own guru. We're going to find confidence here. We're going to find confidence here. And there it is. Love. So, we've received this message before. This is love. We're activating, we know, with a patterning of love, unconditional love from the Creator. Masculine, feminine, child, the divine. And it's activating this and this. Let's see what it is. Chaos. This card represents the shapeless primordial soup, the alchemist's reciprocal, the palette held by the artist before he starts painting. As shown in the art, technical ability and knowledge are ready and abundant, but the final execution and the right route are needed to avoid dispersion. Without quick and aware action, you face the risk of drifting away, feeding or remaining trapped in a stalled situation. But we know we're not going to remain trapped in this stalled situation because this goddess is here. And she's going to be reminding us of the flow. And it's activating this. This represents the unifying force, the basis for universal solidarity that can sense our evolution and change. It is a continuous phenomenon, a flow, originating from the first cry of our universe, of our galaxy, down to the planet we inhabit, a web that connects every single atom and that reminds us that our present derives from the past and that it is our best interest to act constructively to build a positive future. We're going to act constructively to build a positive future. Act responsibly, bearing in my mind not only your needs, but also what they will cause in the environment you live in. And see, because we're no longer reckless with life, we understand. We just understand how the patterning we're creating with affects life here and how it affects us from within to without and without to within. And this is what it's connected to, guys. This is what's unconscious. This card directly influenced by the moon. I kid you not, guys. We're working with our subconscious. Directly influenced by the moon represents the unconscious, which is to say the treasure chest of images that come from our own experiences, into which thoughts, instincts, emotions, or behavior models flow and are influenced in turn by this part of our minds, that we are unaware of it. It is the passage between the spiritual and physical planes, intrinsically connected to dreams. This psychic dimension is also in contact with all the aspects that come from collectiveness and with the primary, innate, and archetypical aspects that originate in the world of emanations. The advice of the dead: trust your intuition, even if this seems to counter reason rationality. That is the message. And it's no coincidence for the next part of the reading, I was called to have the dream oracle here. So we'll be connected to this, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to start that part in a minute, but I want to go one more message here and close out part 1 and say goodbye, and then we'll start part 2. Get some sacred geometry and build off of this and expand. So hoping to see y'all there. Okay. Three of Fire. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. And this has to do with all this work we're doing to revisit our finances. With the Ace of Fire, there it is. Connection to the vision from channeled messages. The Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity. Career advancement. Change your life now. And what's activating is the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So we're expanding through the earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic or going back to school. Some of us are going to be doing this. All right, guys. It's been incredible, as usual. I look forward to seeing you at part 2. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to create with today, guys. Take care.